Brick Fanatics, let's roll out. Here it is, the absolutely adorable LEGO Bumblebee, which is smaller than the LEGO Optimus Prime, but significantly larger than its source material. Not the films from Michael Bay, thankfully, but the actual original little Bumblebee action figure from Hasbro from like the 1980s. We had the opportunity to see this LEGO set a little bit early at last year's recognised LEGO Fan Media Days event, where the designer Samuel Liltorp Johnson showed it off to us. And according to Samuel, the biggest challenge that he had with this set was just taking the teeny tiny little Hasbro action figure and turning it into a LEGO set that was going to be in proportion with Optimus Prime. Because when you're working with source material that is so small that you can barely see all of the details on the real thing, it becomes significantly harder to try and scale that up to LEGO size. Indeed, Samuel went so far as to say that some people had considered this impossible, and considering that it was an impossible challenge, he's done a heck of a good job. Now, if you would like a closer look at how this thing actually slots together and actually, you know, transforms, here is your opportunity, because Samuel allowed us to film the entire presentation, and so we have a good solid 5 to 6 minutes of him just transforming this set. It does seem like a fairly complicated process, and one that I'm very glad that we have actual footage of an actual LEGO designer doing so that we know exactly how to do it. This is going to be supplemented by some photographs along the way simply because of how complicated the process is. That being the case, have a nice good look at the presentation and pay close attention because there is more to this than meets the eye.
Hi everyone, my name is Samuel Liltorp Johnson. I'm a design manager here at LEGO, and I used to be on LEGO Ideas. You may remember me from last year, bowing out of LEGO Ideas. And then here I am back again. So I moved on to another project in Icons, which they said was not possible, and here I am today presenting it to you. So I hope you like it. So I'm just going to take the tablecloth off. Yeah, You're not going to get that excited because you may remember this guy from last year, right? So I was tasked to make the next one, right? So I've been working with the team in Icons, also Hasbro, and we've created the next one, which is under this tablecloth. And when we made this one, we had quite good reference from the vintage toy to be able to work out how does it transform into a vehicle. And for this one, the toy was considerably less helpful, which I have in my pocket here. It was this. So I have been turning this into something that matches this with the help of my colleague Nathan. He's standing over there. He's been doing the graphic work on this. I'm going to reveal it now. You ready? Okay. This is Bumblebee. Oh man. Black as a weapon and a brick separator, which is very important. So yeah, this is Bumblebee. I'm going to move Prime out of the way here. So this is Bumblebee. He's a yellow vehicle. He's not really. He's like a passenger car, right? So yeah. So I'm just going to keep turning it around. You can see it has some jazzy bumper stickers on the back. I'm going to keep turning it around. And then, if you want, I'll transform it. There. So yeah. So this took me a year to design, and from scratch, trying to work out how to match the scale of Optimus, because that's very important. They shouldn't be the same height and all this kind of thing. Also, the cars should look great side by side. So I'm going to transform it, and yeah, hope you like it. Whoop whoop, let's go. So we take this off, and then just feel free to shout if there's anything you see. I'm nervous about doing this in front of a crowd because it never goes how I want it to go. We haven't made the steps for this yet, so it's still very very open as to how we're actually going to execute it. So once you put that like that, then just separate here. Open, open, open. Pay attention, you have to remember how to do this. Let me do this, let me stand it up. Folding these in here. Let me just tuck those in a little bit. Right, I'm gonna just put that like that. Fold these little guys in. There's like 40 steps or something. And you have to, this is very important, you put these down, and then we open this little flap. And there's his head in there. And there, you just fold these little pieces out here. He's got real fingers. And fold this up. Yeah. So, that's Bumblebee, right there. This is like the shopping channel, right? But that's not all. Okay, so so he's got this weapon that goes in his hand. It just clicks into his hand here. And now you can be posed. I'm like shaking because I'm so nervous to present it. And then this piece that I took off before, Transformers don't have a piece you take off, and then they're just off, right? So you fold this in half, and this becomes like a B-wing jetpack type thing that you sit on the back. If I can put it on. Yeah. So he's got this detail on the back as well. Yeah. He has a couple of new elements as well, which you may be able to see, may not be able to see. We have this new arch piece, which we're using as the fenders on the car to give him that kind of more rounded, bubbly look to him. And there's also a piece which is hidden inside, which is, you remember the old AT-AT walkers from Star Wars? They have this ratchet joint. We actually made a kind of bow tie version of that, so it's a double-sided piece, so the thing can fold kind of inside itself. There's a bunch of new decorations. We have his face, which is decorated, which is actually the same piece we created for Optimus Prime's face, so it's now decorated. We're decorating all the little detail on here. This is very early prototype still, so these are the labels that you're seeing on here, but it will be decorated. Also the logo on the front. You'll also get the opportunity to have a blank one here, so that comes extra. There's also an extra logo, which you could put maybe on the foot, because it changes from episode to episode. It's not that consistent. And then it has some stickers that we're actually quite happy about. We have alternate number plates, so there's a Bumblebee 84 number plate, and also a Goldbug number plate if you want to change it. It has some bumper stickers, as I mentioned before. This is my reference material, right? And it's like awful. So this is him, right? This is Bumblebee. And actually I did a lot of drawings, like technical drawings, to work out like if I was to take a car and slice it up, what becomes what, because I want the roof to be the chest, I want the feet to be the bonnet, so how can I slice the car up? And then, yeah, trying to work out, like in my head, how all these things are gonna float around. Yeah, I was super intimidated at the beginning, but actually they were super cool to work with. Like, it was so fun to work with them. They have like just this real open outlook on how the characters should be translated. So, you know, Prime isn't a perfect replica. He's the LEGO Optimus Prime. So we were quite open to that. This should be the LEGO Bumblebee. So we were very collaborative on, like, this is how we can get into, like, you know, everyone has to make compromises because the Lego bricks, they can't change shape and size. So we have to work out how to build all these things. So my main focus was to get the scale correctly in this one, because when you're going to put these in your glass cabinet, which you're going to want to do that, right? Put these in your glass cabinet together, they should look like they work together. And if Bumblebee was kind of oversized, it might look weird. So I want them to fit together as a family.
That then is LEGO Bumblebee, which, all going well, should be debuting on store shelves on the 1st of July 2024. If you're going to be making that purchase or any other LEGO.com purchase, make sure that you use the affiliate link, which is down in the description, or the QR code, which is currently on screen, which will take you straight to the LEGO website. When you make that purchase through our link, it just gives us a little bit of the percentage of that sale. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps to keep the lights on at Brick Fanatics and helps us to continue to make these videos. Make sure that you also do all of the regular YouTube things, so give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe and the notification bell. Leave a comment down below letting us know your thoughts on LEGO Bumblebee, and make sure that you go to brickfanatics.com for more coverage of the set and sign up to our newsletter so that you never miss anything LEGO related ever again. Thank you very much for watching. Boobity boo.